Got it. Hi, Joyce. Let's see. Do you want a bolster? Get one of those. Okay. Maybe towards the end. We'll probably just, if you have a block, that'll be. Okay. Hi, Joyce.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
Good. It's
Doing
Kathy.
good.
Kathy. Hi. Yeah.
Hi.
Ah, and me. Yes. Brave
Good.
out there. Your arms look cold. Did you just do jazzercise?
Yes, I'm quite comfortable. So
That's perfect. Yes.
I have
Okay.
a giant fur ball here. So
That's perfect. Oh, good. Very good. Well, we'll give it a couple minutes, see if anybody else pops in here. How's your weekend been?
it's, I think, going to be very hectic. So yeah.
Just with, do you have things that you have to do?
Yeah.
Please?
I
Yeah.
have, I have a package that should be in the mail by now, but I finally figured out what needs to go in it. So
Oh.
now I'm hoping I can still find it when I get out looking for it, that it's still there. So that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, good. Yeah, that is important to know what goes in it before you send it.
Right. And next week, my niece and her two daughters and I will get together, which we do every year, and make our homemade ravioli for Christmas dinner. So I won't be with you next Saturday.
Okay. That sounds fun.
I'll be getting an arm workout with a rolling pin.
That sounds good. You'll get a good workout.
It's a fun day. We've done it now. Oh, about 20 years ago, my niece said, Grandma's not going to be with us forever. We need to know how to do this.
Oh, that's
And so we did it with her for many years. And
yes.
yes, so, and when we finally reached the point where we had to do it without her, it still works. So it's a fun tradition.
Awesome. That is ravioli. Right. Yeah. So all from very scratch, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yes. And so that really is like a whole day, isn't it?
It isn't really, because we can do some of it ahead of time. My niece makes this really bad. Neither of us can do it all. Her daughters can though.
Yeah.
She'll make the dough and I will make the filling. And then I'll take that to her house. And then it just takes us a couple of hours to put it all together,
That's so cool.
because we don't have to do all that. We started out, of course, when we were at my mother's house, yes, doing it all. But now we've got it streamlined, and then of course we have to test them.
Yes, well,
So
sure.
we have
Quality control. Quality control.
exactly, we have to, we cannot serve dysfunctional ravioli, so we have to eat some of them for lunch.
Dysfunctional. You get the dysfunctional ones out. I like that. Yep. It's like when you're making Christmas cookies, you got to eat those.
Of course, you got to eat the broken ones.
Deads. That's right. Yep. Awesome. Well, that sounds wonderful. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and get us started. The menu is always just a little different. It's always the weirdest thing. Okay. I don't know, it's kind of like if it is not broken, just leave it alone. Why? Why Zoom?
There. Get a cat face for you.
That was a cat body.
That I'm trying to no. He's trying to eat a phone charger. We cannot have that. No.
Sounds like he's just going rogue on his own. Okay. All right, let's get started. Okay, I'm going to mute you and Luther. He seems feisty today. Okay. All right. Yeah, we need to warm it up. we've had a pretty warm time. I shouldn't complain.
Oh gosh, I have to December.
But my body just always acts like it's never had cold before. Every time I have it, it's so weird. I think I get used to it. Okay, let's get started. Let's start with our breath. And let's take it in through the nose. And open the mouth, release. Let's take a couple more deep belly breaths. Releasing with your mouth open. Do that until you feel like taking it in and out of the nose, starting our Ujjayi breathing. Continue taking that breath all the way down to the belly, down to the sit bones. Have that little constriction at the back of the throat. So we can feel that breath going in and out. And as we do, letting our whole body just sort of melt in, taking awareness inside. And continue your breathing. When you're ready, let your chin fall down to the chest. Be here for a bit, so just breathe into the back of the neck. See any tension or tightness. The shoulders fall heavy. And we're going to take our ears back and forth. So take your ear to the right, roll down and through over to the left. Just a nice gentle movement, releasing those shoulder muscles and the neck muscles. And one more to each side. And then let's let ourselves just fall over to the left. If you want to take it deeper, take that right arm behind the back. You can clasp the inside of the left elbow. And breathe space into this. More deep breath here. And release and roll it to the other side. Let that left arm come behind. Clasp the inside of the right arm. And let yourself just settle in here with your breath. Each exhale, letting it deepen just a little bit. We're just going to hold a little bit longer. Nice neck release. One more deep breath here. And take your gaze up, release the arms, let the head fall back. Open the throat and let the shoulders come towards each other. Just a tiny bit. Nice big breath. And bring it back to center. Okay, let's go and take it in a circle. So keep the sit bones on the mat as best you can, and then we'll just take it around. Starting to lengthen up. And let's go the opposite direction. We should have a restorative class.
We got things to do.
We gotta get that.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. All right, bring it back to center. Let's go ahead and take the arms wide, reach up. Exhale, let that right hand float down, reach long, push the mat away, and open up. So we're opening the chest, left side body. Release your breath. And when you're ready, inhale it through the center. Exhale, let the left hand float away. Gently. And one more deep breath here. Bring it back to center, reach long, and then bring it down through the heart center. Take one big deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And take the hands down to the knees. Inhale, let's lengthen the spine. Exhale, just twist over the right shoulder. Get that right hand and breathe into the little fingers. Another deep breath. And inhale it through the center. Let's take it over the left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, deepen in. Yourself just twist from the tailbone all the way up. Singing it. Breath. And bring it back to center. Let's go ahead and take the legs wide. This way. Just going to do a little bit of stretching of our hamstrings. Let's start with a big reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Fold it forward. Bring it up to the fingertips. And then we're just going to release the head down, taking a nice little sway if you want to. Not forcing this, just kind of starting to get into this movement. And on your next breath, we're going to walk our hands over to the right. You can stay up, rounding down. Release the neck, release the shoulders here. More breath. And walk it through the center over to the left. And just round it down, taking it to your own comfortable edge. You don't have to go all the way down here in the first go around. And walk it back to center, bring it back up to fingertips, and just release the head and the shoulders just for one more breath. And walk it all the way up. Let's plant the hands behind the back and open up the chest. So we're taking the chest forward and the head goes back. Opening up the heart center. Let's take one big deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, release. And walk it back up to center. Let's go ahead and find our tabletop and take it into cat cow. You feel this as a grounding pose today, so really spread out the fingers, feel the palms on the mat. Knees should be right underneath the hips. Your inhale, just release the belly, look up. Exhale, round it all the way down. And flow with your own breath. Big dramatic breaths in and out. Taking life energy into our lungs. Each breath. Let's Let's do a few more rounds. Slow. And when you're ready, bring it back to center. We're going to take it into balancing cat with a crunch. So we're going to start with that right hand out and left leg back. So once you get up there, concentrate on activating that arm and the leg. Square the hips down to the mat. Hold here for a couple breaths. And on your next exhale, we're going to crunch in that elbow to the knee. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch. Let's do it 2 more times. Your movement's nice and purposeful. And inhale, hold it up. 1 more breath. And release with the hand and the knee down. Let's take some big circles. So take the hips all the way back. Around. And we'll take balancing cat on the other side. Go ahead and find your tabletop again. This time we're going to take the left arm and right leg up. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. Go ahead and engage the core, pulling the belly button up and in. Good. On your next exhale, we're going to crunch the elbow to the knee. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch. And 2 more times. And extend that arm and leg out. Touch your chin, tucking just a little bit. 1 more breath. And release the hand and knee to the mat. Let's take the hips and then circle all the way back. Opposite direction. And when you're ready, we're going to take it back to all fours. Take the knees wide and let's go into child's pose. So shift it back. Release the forehead. Release your breath. Take your awareness into your shoulders, all the way up the back of the neck. Release this with your breath. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale. Open the mouth, release to the mat. And 1 more time, in the nose, out through the mouth. And go ahead and bring it back up to all fours. We're going to roll down and through. So we're going to take knees, chest, chin, rolling down and through into a baby cobra. So bring it up, just so that your chin is tucked. You're looking at the top of the mat. Activate the legs. The toes, and we can take our gaze just kind of back and forth. And on your next breath, we're going to release the right cheek down. Let the arms go long beside your sides. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, release. And let your breath be normal. Let your shoulders round in. One more breath here. And we're going to take it up into locust. So go ahead and take the arms, legs up. We're going to move the heels and the thumbs towards each other. One more breath. And take everything up just 1 more little level. And then release the left cheek down. Let the arms just fall to your sides. Release the shoulders. And release your breath as you need to. And on your next breath, we're going to lift it all back up for locust again. And this time, if you want to clasp behind your back, you can, if that feels good. If not, you can just keep the arms out, moving them up. One more breath. And take the hands, stack them, and release the forehead right in the middle of the right hand. Tuck the chin and release the back of the neck again. One more deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to take our hands right under our shoulders, curl the toes, and take it up into downward facing dog. So once you get up here, let's just start by pedaling it out. Really taking our time, taking the chest towards the legs. So as we're here, we might just check our alignment, making sure that we have our hips going up. Nice long stretch with the hands. On your next breath, we're going to take the right leg up to the sky. Inhale it up. On your exhale, we're going to take it to half pigeon on the right. So float that right leg through. Very good. We're going to spread the hips. And then take it down to the mat, releasing body. And release your breath here. And then while you're here, just take your awareness into your breath, releasing any places you might have tension in your hips or in the shoulders. When you're ready, we're going to take a big releasing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And take your awareness into the right hip. Breathe into the hip, taking it a little bit deeper with each breath. And one more breath here. On your exhale, we're going to plant the palms down. Go ahead and curl the toes under, taking it back up to down dog. When you're ready, pedal it out. Using this as a resting pose before we go into the other side. Your next inhale, take that left leg up. And exhale, float it through for pigeon on the left. And pull it out of the hips and then release it down. Releasing the breath. Release the neck. Keep that right leg just a little bit active. And then take your focus into the hip, releasing the hip a little bit deeper. Knowing that it's supported with that right leg. One more breath. And on your exhale, plant your palms. Let's take it back up to down dog. Pedal it out. And when you're ready, we can walk or jump up to the hands. We're going to inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And when we're down here, go ahead and grab the elbows. Let yourself sway back and forth. Just releasing the hips, releasing the lower back. On your next breath, you're going to take the arms wide and reach up all the way for swan. And hands come to heart center for mountain pose. Very nice. Go ahead and come to our mountain pose. Keeping our gaze kind of soft, we're going to let our palms come forward. And take that spine nice and long. And we're going to start with our breath here, grounding in through the feet. So lift up the toes, place them back down. And take it in through the nose, all the way to the base of the belly. Open the mouth, release. And let's do that one more time. On our next inhale, take the arms wide again, reach up. Take it into temple mudra. Let's let ourselves just fall over to the right. Now take it in through the center, over to the left side. Stretching down that whole right side body. One more breath. And bring it back to center. Let's go ahead and take it down all the way through to the heart and find the top of our mats. We'll go through a sun salutation. So, hold this up. Go ahead and find your feet hip width, top of the mat. We'll find our mountain pose. We're going to take it in through the nose. Open the mouth and release. On your next inhale, let's take the arms wide and reach up. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive. Release the upper body. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank. And while we're here, we're just going to hold here for a couple breaths. Hips squared. On your next exhale, knees, chest, chin, roll it down and through. Up to cobra or up dog. Just pull it out here a little bit. On your next breath, take it to downward dog. Curl the toes under and stretch it out and back. On your next inhale, take the right leg up to the sky. We're going to open up and look under the right arm. Open the hips, stacking them best we can. And on your next exhale, float it down and through for crescent lunge. So find your feet first. And then just sink down and keeping the hips nice and square, arms up. One more breath. And go ahead and drop it to warrior two. Very good. And sink it nice and down. Good job. That's great. On your next inhale, take it to reverse warrior. And on your next exhale, take it down to extended side angle. Very good. One more breath. And take it back to warrior two. Sink down, let the shoulders come down. On your next exhale, we're going to windmill the arms, plant the palms, step back to plank. And we'll go through our chaturanga, picking knees, chest, chin, rolling it down and through, up or down, or up, down. Deep breath. And curl the toes, bring it back to downward facing dog. And let's just pedal it out before we go to the other side. And on your next inhale, take that left leg up to the sky. Open it up. Stack the hips. Take your gaze under the left arm. And release your breath. Next exhale, flip that down and through for crescent lunge on the left. Find your weight. Spread equally on both feet. Sink it down, and when you're you're ready, drop it to warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale up to reverse. Exhale it to extended side angle. And take it back to warrior two. Hold here for a couple breaths. And when you're ready, windmill the arms, plant the palms, sit back to plank. Take it through your vinyasa. And I'll meet you in down dog. When you're ready, you can pedal it out. And on your next breath, you can walk or jump to your hands. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan. And exhale it back to mountain pose. Very nice. Had a good sun salutation, even though it's kind of gentle. Let's go ahead and do a couple balance poses while we're up here. And let's actually start with wide legs. Go ahead and take your stance wide. On your next inhale, let's take the arms wide, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive forward. The hands back behind the heel line. And release your breath here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And the next breath, we're going to walk your hands up to the center. Plant the left hand down. You can also use your block here if you want to. And you're going to take the right arm up and just for a nice twist. You can always take this deeper if you want to into a bind behind the back. But we can also just keep it where it feels good for your body. One more breath. And go ahead and switch. Plant the right hand. Take the left arm up. And release your breath. Feel your breath massaging out your organs. One more deep breath. And take both hands down to the center. Walk them over to the right. So we're going to take our nose to the knee. Just nice and gently release your back, your shoulders, the neck. When you're ready, go ahead and lift the head, walk it all the way over to the left side. Release the nose to the knee. And breathe. One more breath. And bring it back to center. Let's go ahead and take the hands to the knees. And we're just going to dip the shoulders. So go ahead and rest down in a nice squat. And we're going to inhale the left shoulder down. Twist up. When your inhale, take it through the center. Drop the right shoulder. Exhale with the shoulder. And let's take it through the center. Inhale through. Exhale, take it deeper. Start to flow with your breath. Inhaling through the center. Exhale, twist. And flow with your breath. If you want. Let's do one more time on each side. Bring it back to center. Roll it all the way up to a squat. We're going to take it to a goddess squat. And the cactus, moving the elbows towards each other. Get nice and deep. And we're going to be here for just a few breaths. On your next inhale, let's take it up to star pose. Exhale it down into goddess. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more times. And we're going to hold down here for just a couple breaths. On your next inhale, we're going to take both legs up and reach over to the right. Exhale, take it down to the left foot. Inhale, up and reach. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. One more time. And bring it back to center. Take it back down to goddess pose. Very good. On your next inhale, take the arms up to the left and reach. And exhale, take it down to the front. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3 more times. Let's go with the flow of your breath. Good. And bring it back to goddess pose 1 more time. And breathe. 1 more breath. And spill it forward. Take the knees back and forth. And on your next breath, take your hands to the knees, roll it all the way up to standing. Very good. Let's take it into a couple of little poses here. Let's start with tree pose. And we'll start with rooting down on the left foot. And so while we're here, we're going to lift those toes, set them back down, spread them out. When you're ready, go ahead and walk it up. You can always use the wall. And then figure out where you want your hands. And breathe. 1 more breath. And go ahead and exhale, release. Shake out the leg. Very good. Let's take it to the other side. Root it down with the right. And take it up with the left. Find that focal point out in front. It's on the floor or the wall. 1 more breath. And bring the hands down to heart center. Go ahead and unravel the leg. Shake it out. Let's take the hands to the hips. We're just going to take it around. Releasing out any tension. And take it the opposite way. And bring it back to center. Let's go ahead and take it down to Malasana. So take your feet to their desired width. Hands come to heart center and release. Victories, right? We're going to just release down our breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, release. Let's do it 1 more time. When you're ready, go ahead and sit all the way back. Release your feet down to the mat. Let's let our knees just go back and forth. And we're going to bring it back to center. Let's take it into half butterfly, extending the right leg out. The left foot comes into the right thigh. And we're going to start by keeping our hips squared. Inhale the arms up. exhale, take that right hand down towards the right toes. And we're gonna just round it down. So we're stacking the shoulders. Breathe and release. And when you're ready, you can turn towards the right knee and release the back. So we're just letting ourselves round our backs. Release the neck, release the head. And one more breath here. And go ahead and roll it all the way up. Let's switch to the other side. Extend the left leg out, take that right leg in. And keep ourselves squared. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, let that left hand slide away. Stack it. With your next exhale, let yourself just turn towards that knee, releasing the arms to whatever height your comfortable edge is. Release the breath. Be here for a couple more breaths. Just breathing into the hamstring area, releasing the back of the leg. And when you're ready, roll it all the way back up. Let's take both feet in for butterfly, walking the heels all the way in. Take our peace fingers to our big toes. Make our spine nice and long. On our exhale, we're going to just pull it forward, rounding it down and releasing in. Not forcing it, but just letting our weight take us in whatever direction we need to. Just to deepen in with our breath. Hold here for a couple breaths. One more breath. And exhale, go ahead and roll all the way up. Plant the hands behind. Ideally, your fingers are forward. We're just going to open up our chest, letting our head fall back. So, rounding forward. And go ahead and walk it up. Let's take the legs together. We're going to do 3 spinal rolls to get down to our mats. If that feels good. If not, you can just slowly lower. We're going to balance in between. And then we're going to land in boat on the 3rd time. So boat or half boat, very good. Do your best keeping your shoulders back and spine straight. So you're straightening the spine. One breath. And go ahead and take the hands to the legs and roll it all the way down. Give yourself a big hug. Knees to chest. And we're just going to roll it back and forth. Releasing the lower back. And let's get into a spinal twist. So we're going to let the legs fall to the left. Extend the arms. Release over the right. Let yourself just sink deeper. Be here for a few breaths. Soften through the full pose. Releasing when you need to. One more deep breath. And exhale, take the knees to the center, over to the right. Release over the left shoulder. Get your breath just deepening into the pose. Release the jaw, soften the face. Release your breath. And when you're ready, take your legs to the center. You're going to take it into reclining pigeon. And we'll start with our left foot on the mat, crossing right over left knee. Open up that leg as best you can, and then release into the pose with the arms behind the left leg. Let yourself settle in with your breath. Always add movement to releasing into the right hip. So take your breath and your awareness into the right hip. Exhale, let yourself just deepen in, releasing any tension holding you in place. One more releasing breath. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Taking the right leg to the mat, crossing left over right, and release and letting gravity just do its work. This is a good time for a quick body scan. Just noticing and letting your breath start to soften in. Release your breath as you need to. Awareness in the left hip long enough to where it's softening on its own, just by simple awareness. And we'll be here for one more deep breath. Open the mouth, release all of your air. You take both feet to the mat, letting the knees go back and forth. That's a pretty significant hip opener. And bring the legs up to the chest. Give yourself a big hug. We're going to take it in a big circle. So just let yourself massage out the lower back. Some intention. And take it the opposite direction. And let's go ahead and take the feet down to the mat, grab a block, and we'll get into supported bridge. If you want a bolster, you're welcome to for this. And we're going to go ahead and just take it down, lifting the hips, placing our block or bolster right underneath the tailbone. Letting the legs just rest. Arms are heavy to the sides. And when you're ready, close down your eyes, soften the face. Take it into a nice release all down the shoulders, all the way down the arms. Release the jaw. We're going to be here for several breaths so that we can get the most out of this release. So take your awareness to the root chakra to the tailbone area. And release any muscles right around. They're stabilizing us, keeping us in place. Let the pose just do its work and let yourself just melt in with your breath. Take 3 deep belly breaths. Through the nose, release completely out of the mouth. Two more. One more, and after you release all of your air, just release it even deeper. And when you're ready, lift the hips, remove the bolster block. Back down, take the knees to your chest again, give yourself a nice hug. And just roll it back and forth, massaging out your back. When you're ready, let's think of the happy baby. Just letting yourself add any movement to this that you would like. If you roll back and forth, just notice taking that shift to either side of your back. Give yourself a little massage that way. Now when you're ready, take both soles of the feet together, let the heels come down, and a happy mat. So soften in. Release. Whenever you're ready, extend the legs long on the mat. Get ready for Shavasana.